Hello and welcome back to a Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 3. So, our plan for the Reach is in full effect. We are currently killing Edison. Killing Edison here will mean that the heir to the Reach will become Melissa. Melissa is married to Petyr. Petyr is our heir, which means that their child will be Petyr's heir and will be Melissa's heir, which means that their child will be heir to the Reach. Wonderful. It all adds up. Now, we're actually getting to the point where we can start to ask some interesting questions. Like, for instance, do we want Petyr to be our heir? Now, what do I mean by this? Well, I don't mean that we're going to have him have his own branch of our family. What I mean is, what if, when Petyr has the child, when Melissa has the child, we kill off Melissa, that puts the title down to their child. We then kill the child, which brings the title to Petyr. We then kill Petyr, which brings the title back to us. And then what if we had a second child where all the titles could go to them? It's a thought. I don't know if I'm sold on that thought currently, but it's something that we can think of, especially as we have a lot of space for more children. Yeah, it's something to think about. Also something to think about in terms of our second child here. Do we want Alice to be a backup? Right now, she is effectively our backup heir, so we should probably think about marrying her matrilineally just to secure the family line. There's a lot of different thoughts that we need to have at some point here. So, yeah, just some things to think about, but we're still a little bit off. We still have to actually secure Melissa having the title. We still need them to actually have a child together, if not multiple children. There's a lot of things that we need to do. Now, I do actually want to have a look at our daughter's marriage situation. Is there someone we can marry her to? So let's have a look at Dorne. We haven't had a look at Dorne in a while. Their primary heir is her sibling, Ronyan. Would you be able to marry my daughter matrilineally? Absolutely not. Well, I thought that would be the case due to matrilineal marriage and the fact that he's an heir, right? It would just be a no. Okay. So let's just have a look at your succession. So it goes there. It goes to Elena Mertens, who is your mother. Okay. Where else does it go? It then goes to Humphrey Faring, who is... I'm not entirely sure who you are, actually. Is that from your mother's line, maybe? Let's go back a little bit here. Let's open up your your tree here. So it goes to your mother. So I actually want to look on... Yeah, I kind of want to see who you're married to and then go down that line, actually. So what I want to do is go... Let's go up to you first. Your sibling is Humphrey Faring. I see. So, actually, no, this is fine. So your sibling is Humphrey Faring. Who then is a child of Ormain. Who... Yeah, we couldn't marry to anybody who's going to be useful for us. Yeah. Okay, so that would go down that line. Let me just have a look at where else this goes. And then, yeah, it goes to Ormain, then we don't know. I think Dorne is in a little bit of a situation where we're not going to be able to do anything there. I think we have to just say that Dorne is out for now. Stormlands, known as the Child Killer. Okay, interesting. He's celibate and he has no more children, and both of his children are daughters. Well, that's pretty much that done then. Iron Islands. Okay, we have Asha, who's taking over the Iron Islands here. How did she get control of that, by the way? Faction demand. Yeah, I thought it wasn't her who had it. Her child is Gran Greatloak of Old Wick, whose heir is Mildred Drum. Okay, who has no children. Mildred Drum. Could we potentially marry my daughter to Rodmar? You would accept a matrilineal marriage. Okay. So Rodmar should be second in line here, right? To their title, to Highwick. Yeah. And he should be in line to the Iron Islands. Yeah, this makes sense to me. This makes a lot of sense to me. So it would then pass down. If we kill Meldred, then he is the heir to the to that. That works for me. We have to wait a little bit. So we're gonna have to wait 7 years. So yeah, she will be 23. But what 23 when they marry is not terrible. I actually like that. I think this is gonna work for us. Cool. Let's do a little bit more marking. So we're just gonna mark these people here, just so we remember the plan. But yeah, I think that's okay. Actually, you know what? Just to be really annoying, I'm going to mark them in the other order because I like that better for just what I'm thinking. And then we're going to mark you as well. Cool. So yeah, I think that works for our daughter. So at the very least, we'll get the Reach and then we can get the Iron Islands. And any other plans can spin off from that. But that'll be good. Yeah, that would give us quite a few kingdoms and make us even stronger. Right, we've also formed an alliance there, which means he shouldn't lose his land. At the very least, we should get those titles, potentially. Oh no, we'll see. Invite me to a hunt? I say absolutely not, we're busy. Right. My son and heir is knighted. Fantastic. I think he was already knighted because he got the knight trait and he was this, but that's probably just an event to let us, you know that's what happened. Flourishing Godswood finished in Castle Rock. Okay. We finished everything we can build with our current income. Okay, Knight's Tutelage. Sure, we'll accept that one. Here, I think... Oh, that's just saying we have money for these again. That's fine. Anyone we need to marry off in our court? Just out of curiosity. I would like... I wonder if there is an option to just say courtiers go marry whoever you want to, but I don't think there is. Let's go unmarried. Oh, and an adult? There's 19 unmarried in our court. We should probably marry them off, I suppose. Oh, wow. Yeah, we have some people with some good traits. We should maybe marry off to try and get some of... Oh, actually, I was going to say to try and get that trait passed down, but she is 46, so that's unlikely. Let's see here. Let's just marry to try and get some traits into our court. Not traits, skills into our court. That's what the word I was looking for. Like some unusually high stats. How about we get Martial? Because Martial probably means that prowess is high. Although I guess we could just sort by prowess. If we just sort by prowess, that gets us better knights into our court. He's got 51? As a base, he has no modifiers? What? Okay, well you're going to marry. Yeah, let's use this to get some knights into our court. That's actually going to be probably the best use of them now that I think about it. And then, yes, for men marrying, we will do traits. And we'll bring them in. I don't know why I keep saying traits. These are traits. Although traits would be good. Stats and then traits, I guess I should say. That'd be fine. Right, let's get them married. Then we're going to get Laurent in here. Search again. Let's get them married. Low chance of children. Oh well. That's fine. We're going to search for prowess. We're going to get Michael into our court. Seems good to me. Oh, matrilineally. Make sure we actually click the matrilineal button. Then Richard, we're going to look for, let's go for some intrigue. Let's get Melissa into our court. Cool. Then we're going to go with you. Arrange marriage. That's the wrong one. You, find spouse. There we go. That's what I was looking for. We're going to get Melissa. Perfect. Casimir is our maester, so cannot marry. And then Jason. Jason, you're going to marry Lythine. Perfect. Okay. And we'll just let those go through before we do anything else. And be careful not to click on or click the events away too quickly, because I did that in the past and then we were like, what happened? Why did all these things happen? And it's because it told us in an event I clicked away. Okay, cool. So we're down to 12. Now remember, we have a lot of septums in our court, so we probably don't actually have that. Or we did at one point have septums and things in our court. So they're probably not all going to marry, but, you know, we'll see what we can get. Right. Find spouse. Matrilineal. prowess. Eston with 38 prowess into our court. That's fine. Next up, you. We're going to bring in Tala into our court. That's fine. Yep. Baldric. You're going to bring... I'm just see if we have anybody with traits. I know I could search by traits, but... there we go. We'll get Mary into our court. But I don't want to do it for both genders, which means that basically at this point I'm just like... Okay. Looking for... yeah, you also can't... Wait, why can't you marry? I just missed that. Oh, you're also devoted. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I don't want to switch it back and forth. So that's fine. I guess I could sort it just by one gender and then go through one and then go through the other, but let's not worry about that. It's not really that important. It's more just so we marry them off to somebody who kind of makes sense. Really, if there was an auto-marry, like, anyone option, I would just choose the auto-marry anyone option, right? That's what we're working with here. Yeah. Cool. So I'm just trying to put some logic on it. So it's not just randomly marrying to people. It's marrying with some kind of actual idea. Yeah, we probably don't want to marry somebody who has a disease. That seems like a bad idea just in general. Let's do that. Right. You are a septum, you're a septum, and then you're the last one. Perfect. So, let's just sort by one of these. There you go. You can marry that person. Right. Let's see if that's all of them. Wonderful. Get as many as we can into our court as possible. Right. Cool. How are we looking? Septum. Yeah, it all seems fine. Maester and then devoted. Yeah, so 2 septums, 2 devoteds, and then 1 maester. Seems great to me. Reset to default. Cool. Now, if we wanted to be complete, we would also go and educate all the children. I'm not going to worry about that. That I can very much not worry about. Because they'll at least get some kind of education. If we're being optimal, we would, though. Oh, I'm a rival of that guy again. I see. Join a grand tournament. I don't think we need to. I think we're cool right now. I think we're kind of settled. Offer knight tutelage. Sure, you can go and get an education from that guy. That's fine. I think it's also telling me I could hold my own grand tournament, or I could go on a grand tour. Yeah, I could go on a grand tour. Again, I'm not that worried about it. Oh no! Catelyn is not as young as she once was. As she crawls into my lap, I can feel her trembling. I gently stroke her brown fur and listen to her purr long into the night, but as silence falls, I know she won't wake again. I'm not going to skin her, even though optimally we would, because then we could sell this, the skin, but yeah, I think that's fine. I think we can avoid doing that. Health is a lot worse now, because we no longer have a medium and a high health bonus, but we'll see. Oh, Benedict just died of pneumonia. Okay. He didn't have any land. He wasn't one of the ones who had land. She is married to this random person. Okay, that's fine. We need a new marshal. New marshal is going to be... not you. It's going to be Armand. Yeah, that seems fine. Right. It's okay. Petition liege. Not going to do that either. Trying to get time to pass a little bit here. That was just our court grandeur taking back down to where it should be. Gout ridden, do no more than is necessary. You have helped us with our gout, which has not cured it, but we're still fine on health. That's okay. We have 2 powerful vassals who expect a council position. Neither of which are good enough to hold one. Okay. That's fine. Chill. Don't worry about anything. How is our liege doing in his new position? Looks okay. Any factions against him? A few, but most factions would need us to support them if they want it to actually happen. So, yeah, we're not that worried about it currently. Targets of ire. I am not going to reciprocate my feud with Lord Paramount Willis Tyrell. That seems like a bad idea from my point of view. Asha has died. Okay. Okay. Which now means that we have an alliance with Grand Greycloak. So we now have an alliance with the Iron Islands as a whole. which should allow us to secure his position. It now means that Rodmar is second in line. Rodmar is matrilineally betrothed to Alice. This is good. Dangerous heights. We're going to push this child off of a high place. He still lives, but as my agent pushed him over the edge, his clothing got stuck on a protruding piece of wall just below. It held him long enough for help to arrive to save both the child and the damn candy. At least my agent got away unnoticed, and the child was too rattled to clearly remember what happened. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Great, so now we're going to try and kill him. We have 95%, that seems good to me. Also, our son's been in our court long enough that he's now got valued scholarly courtier, which means he gets a bunch of bonuses, which is kind of nice. We could give him some land so we could start generating some lifestyle stuff, but the problem with giving him some land and doing that is he is currently married to somebody who's about to inherit the Reach, which is going to be a large bit of land, and then he's going to go into their court, so I don't know. I guess if we gave him land, he would also stay in our lands. I guess we could give him land. I don't know. Let's see. Also, talking of land, how are we looking at this? 29 days till River Run. Wonderful. Maybe when we get River Run, we'll give him Lowell. We could give him Lowell, I guess, for now. Yeah, that would be okay. Or we could be like, our heir should have Midlore Point or something. But no, I think we'll give him Lowell, our worst holding. And then at least he'll stay in our realm. I guess that makes sense. My only problem is, actually, does that mess things up with Crown Authority? It might mess things up with Crown Authority. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. My thought was, if I give him land, he couldn't inherit the Reach. No, if I give him land, he can't inherit the Reach because the Reach would be outside the realm. That's why we can't give him land. Wait a second. Let me just think about this here. I'm not going to do it, but if he was dead, Willis dies, his title passes to Melissa. Melissa has a child. Melissa's child has the... we kill Melissa. Melissa's child has the title. The child's father has land in our land, so cannot inherit. Where would the title go? I guess it would have to go back up one to us. In theory, that makes sense, right? Because if there was a child here, the child's is of the dynasty Baelish. The child's title couldn't go to him because that would move the title out, his title outside the realm. So then it would pass to us because we'd be the next level up. That's intriguing. I don't think that's going to work. I don't think there's a way of... I was just thinking if there was a way of testing that, like a way that we could test it safely. I don't think there's a way of testing that safely that's going to work. I was thinking, like, is there a way that we could test it with a save and then go back? But it takes too long, I think. Oh, that was an innovation we got there. I kind of forgot we had innovations. What did we just get? Land grants, I think. Yeah, so we... oh, fabricate claim on county councillor task is faster. Oh, cool. What are we working on? Fellow vassal opinion. We don't really need it, but I guess we'll have it. That's fine. Right. So, talking about don't really need, but I guess we'll have... River Run? You know what we'll do? This didn't help at all, but actually it kind of did, because there's a bit that's called River Run over here. Right, so now I am going to revoke a vassal from you. I'm going to retract that one. You'll accept. Okay. You've discovered my scheme. Anyone else want in the scheme? There we go. We'll bring in Gunther. There we go. We're back to 100. Let's give it a second. There we go. So now we'll kill him. Right, River Run. I'm now going to revoke that title from you. You will accept. It is not tyranny because I have a claim on the title. So revoke that. And now we have it. So now we have the choice of whether or not to give Lowell away to our son. I think we're not going to do it because it could potentially mess up succession. And I'm not that worried about him getting lifestyle stuff. You want to give me a skull goblet, huh? Alright. Let's go in here. I got distracted by this. This is fine. Given that we don't have a skull, we don't have 4 out of 4 items, we might as well just display it. Actually, I'm looking at what it gives us. We might as well just destroy it for 80 gold. That's fine. Right. Now what we want to do is we want to go Lowell. Where are we? Grant to a nobleman of Westerman culture. Yeah. It's okay. So now Jaron has it. I guess we could have given it to one of our... I was going to say to one of our brothers. I guess maybe our brother's children or something. But yeah, let's not worry about that there. So now we have Riverrun. In a month, it will start making us money. And what we want to do is we want to increase control in Riverrun there. There we go. Right. Let's go. So, the last day. My master arms, Armand, hands me my favorite hammer. It's sharpened and polished. What do you mean it's sharpened? Anyway, and so I see a fraction of my own visage within it. You should carry this for your own sake. Dissenters scurry through your court like diseased rats, and each time we attend a public function, I wonder if it's our last. Perhaps we ought to increase the guard patrols. There is a sickly taste to the morning's air, and I am afraid. Do you know something, Armand? I guess we'll do that. We'll do a intrigue check. Let's see. Clarice, my agent in Lord Willis's court, has been discovered. Now the Lord Paramount has placed her under lock and key. Okay. We still we're still at 100 because that guy we just invited gave us 99% by himself. Dolessa is having an affair. Let's not worry about that because she has no money. I feel nothing but shame as I scribe these words. Lord Cavan has spent months bribing your guards. He plans to stage an attack on your life in front of the court. I wish for your life to be spared, but try as I may, I cannot stop my heart from bleeding for the cause of the Liberty faction. I've dashed into exile. We will not meet again. I must trust some of my closest knights to guard me, or I can defend myself. Thanks to being a blade master, we could do that. Sure, I can defend myself. I need a new marshal. That's going to be Armand. The same person who just ran away. A secret exposed? Okay. She doesn't have any money. It's not but malice and lies. Right, intrigue perk. We're now going to go for digging for dirt, which we don't really need right now, but it lets us move down into kidnapper, which is useful, and twice schemed, which is also useful. Wonderful. Right, carrying on. This is all fine. Knight has qualified for a tournament. You'll love to see it. Riverrun's making us some money. Not a lot more than we were previously making, but that's because control is down here and we're making 55% less. We should be. Powerful vassal opinion should be up as well across the board. The last day. It's almost thrilling sitting and waiting for the Liberty faction to strike. It is farcical to think that mere assassins could slay me. Lord Cavan approaches my throne. Seems the only way to break the chains around our necks is to slit both mine and yours. He pulls out a concealed, blooded blade and bolts forth. The brash madness is quickly ended as my knights swiftly encircle him. As the guards grasp him, I realize he is furiously trying to push the blade into his own heart rather than be caught. And say, restrain him. Okay. Let him do it. You deserve a fate far worse than to die here. Or exile him to tell the tale of how hard I am to kill. And I will receive all of his titles. I don't want his titles, though. I don't know. I guess we could... Oh, it has happened? He managed to disfigure me? Wait, really? Well, that's not good. Well, I could blind and imprison him. People would be very unhappy. They're unhappy either way. I will imprison him, I think. I did not become disfigured. That was a lie. I did not become disfigured. Okay, that's good to know. You, I'm going to ransom you for 100 gold and let you go. There's a new person in charge of the Liberty faction, but that's only because the previous one disbanded and everyone who was in the previous one joined this one. It was okay. Thank you for the 100 gold. Right. We're making more and more from Riverrun. We're getting more and more troops from Riverrun, which is also going to make this faction weaker because it's a percentage of our strength, and therefore us becoming stronger makes that weaker, percentage-wise. Counselor is dead. We need a new counselor. That's a new spy master. It's going to be Melissa, who likes us well enough, which is all we could really ask for. Cool. Cool. No problems. We're going to try the scheme. What we're going to do is we're going to do the exact scheme of putting some treats over the wall and pushing them off. The exact same scheme. And it didn't work again. Alright, we're going to try this again. We will kill him eventually. Thank you for the renown. Let's just have a look here. 95% again. Okay. Keep trying to kill him. Keep failing to kill him. You continue to not have another heir. Your health is fine. My health is fine. We're in similar situations. The map. Someone's trying to kill me. Okay. Do we want to imprison Abel? He does have 10 gold. Guess what, Abel? You can leave if you pay me 10 gold. Wonderful. I need a new steward. New steward can be Lord Kirby. He might not be the best, but he is a powerful vassal, and he's not terrible, so therefore you can have the position. Station men-at-arms. That's a good point. I should station my men-at-arms in Riverrun, because we can. That makes them extremely, extremely good. Love to see it. It's just because they were previously in Lowell, I think. Okay, cool. We can imprison Caspar because he's excommunicated. We will 100% imprison him. We will then have a quick look at negotiate, release, banish. We make no money off of that one. Okay, we'll just get like, 30 gold and send him back. Catch and release. It's okay. We've lost our seneschal. That's fine. We don't really need a seneschal. We do, however, need a... Oh, I thought we needed a successor, but this is actually... We got a hook on this guy so we can change his stuff. Let's make you give me normal levies. That's okay. Wonderful. Makes us a little bit stronger. Love to see it. Cool. We learned of somebody's deviant secret. Okay. Saucy readings. Lately I can't help but notice the gaggles of giggling maidens and usually austere warriors gathering in dark alcoves to listen enraptured to a book. Today I finally cornered Baldric with the book in his hands. All the tales are from pilgrims on the road, however they don't deal with the beauty of the seven, but with gory murders and unfaithful ladies. I'm silent while I ponder the probable reaction of Septon. Eldric, and Baldric stares at me in apprehension. So, we're going to choose the top one, I think, because it gets us learning lifestyle, it gets us court grandeur, and we get a bunch of opinion, while the others, I think, have negatives. Yes, the others definitely have negatives, so let's choose this one. Wonderful. And we're now at court grandeur level 10 again. We'll drop off of that in a second. I hoped it would not come to this, but I'm left with no other option. I must rescind your appointment to Master of Laws of the Iron Throne, effective immediately. What? How dare you? Who did you put in charge instead? Who's this dude? He's worse than I am. Maybe he had a hook or something. Yeah, put me in charge of something. I'm going to go petition my liege. Wait, are you not home? He is home. I'm going to go petition you. How do I do that? Give me my title back. Ooh, wait a second. Claim liege titles. If you control a majority of the counties that are de jure to one of your liege's titles, you can spend prestige to get an unpressed claim on it. Huh. Maybe that's how we're going to get the Seven Kingdoms eventually. If we get a claim, we can maybe get someone else to... or we can maybe get a faction going here. And get some other people in it. That could be a good idea. Maybe that's how we end it off once we start getting all the kingdoms. We just... we set it up so that it forces us in charge. Why can't I not petition my liege? Maybe he's busy with something else. Maybe someone else is petitioning him or something. Wait, when I clicked on it, it does show he's on a tour. He is traveling. I just missed it. It just blended. Okay. That's fine. Ah, there we go. The captain's captain does need a successor. It's going to be Andred, our caravan master, at 19. 19. Andred, our caravan master. There we go. Wonderful. Cool. Right. Oh, you would like me to be Master at Arms? I accept. Okay, I kind of got the idea it was going to do something like that. The problem is that's a job we're much worse at. It does give us prowess, though. It means our army costs less if we raise them. Gives us levy size, which is quite nice, actually. Yeah, the 20% levy size, I suppose, is quite significant in making our faction... Sorry, making our faction less strong. I also just realized I've been looking at the Liberty faction against my liege every time. I've not been looking at ours, which has nobody in it. Oops. I don't need to spend money on this thing. It's gonna fail. Sorry, it's gonna succeed. Doing something towards it is not going to make it any more likely to succeed. That would be a better way of putting it. We have Samantha Baelish. Okay, that's our heir, effectively, right now. That's our heir's heir. It's who will be continuing the family line currently. Nice. You're 8 years old. You're still going strong. He is second in line. That's okay. Wonderful. Traveling scholar, starry-eyed red hand. My liege, please make this fool listen. The red hand healer performed a cataract operation on my right eye, but now refuses to fix my left, exclaims Lord Lucas. The operation was only successful because of the conjunction of the stars was perfect. You must wait 12 more years to ensure another successful operation, replies the frustrated Dr. Morello. As a ruler, it's my duty to settle such matters. Should I interfere with astrology and risk a botched surgery? The stars have no bearing on your ability to perform the surgery. Okay, and you can get a health boost for Lord Lucas. Or indeed, it may be better to wait until conditions are favourable, which then gets Morello into our court, and he is a renowned physician. Ooh, a Bravosi one. Okay. Let's bring this guy into our court. Sure. Are you a better physician than our current physician? What physician? That's a good point. Yeah. Because we have maesters, we don't have court physicians. Ah. Yep, that's a good point. That's a good point. There are no court physicians. Good. Good. That was a test. I was testing whether you remembered that. Because I obviously did. So, cool. Let's ignore that then. Alright. Awesome. You know what? We have a lot of money. Pox, a killer in our midst. You've got the Great Pox. Oh. Guess who's not invited to stay in our court any longer? That's you. Right. Next thing. We do have a lot of money. It's probably worth us getting a bodyguard who likes us, a sworn shield. Yeah, to stop an assassination attempt, because there are people who might try and assassinate us. Let's put in Lyman. He likes us. He's good at it. Perfect. Right, just, you know, one. It costs us a little bit of gold, but I think that's probably a worthwhile investment, personally. We're safe from the pox. We cured it by getting rid of everybody who had it. Again, I don't need to do anything with this because it'll be successful one way or another. Or, yeah, investing more into it's not going to increase the likelihood of success. A silent child. Alice has never been a difficult or particularly loud child, and Alice has never been a difficult or particularly loud child, and it has been evidently on display today. Apparently she was praying in the sept when a horse that was let loose from the stables galloped in. Whether afraid to speak up or simply out of pity, Alice was the only one not to react at all. Such a different child is she. I wonder if the life of a noble lady is really the best for her. Will she be able to hold court, to keep a house organised, to raise children? Though I was surprised by the thought, I wonder if she should perhaps join the Silent Sisterhood. She seems a perfect candidate, and perhaps would lead a better life there. Yet, could I send my own daughter? They live so extremely... Is this the life I want for her? No. Oh, it was pointed out a while ago, and I didn't look into it at all. Our current patron aspect is the father, which I guess makes sense, but... lowers our intrigue. We should maybe switch off of this. We don't have to switch to the stranger, but we could switch to something else that doesn't lower our intrigue. On the other hand, we could just switch to the stranger. The crone would also be interesting, because scheme discovery chance is actually quite useful. It only costs us 50 piety to switch. I think that because hostile scheme... You know, let's just take hostile scheme success chance. I'm going to go the stranger. There we go. That's fine. I just realized that made sense to do because then our intrigue goes up and now we're more likely to succeed in schemes in general. Going to give me a mighty hide. Alright, I accept. I am now going to go in here, find the mighty hide, and immediately destroy it for 80 gold. Wonderful. Oh, I have enough money to buy more stuff in Castle Rock now. We can upgrade the Godswood again. Gets another 50 troops. Upgrade this one, gets us another 150. Sure, let's upgrade the barracks again. Also, it gives us increased levy size by 1% and garrison size. But yeah, cool. Let's do that. Seems good to me. Right. One more assassination attempt. Let's see if we can do it. We lost our wet nurse, but that's because Alice came of age, which is great. What did she get? Mastermind philosopher. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. Happy with that. Nothing we really need to do with Alice. She'll marry Rodmar in time, which is fine. Right, Lord Willem is trying to kill me. Lord Willem who? Winewood. My nemesis. Oh, okay. I didn't realize... Well, I guess he's my nemesis now. I didn't realize he wanted to kill me. That's okay. Well, we can get revenge later. Longship sighted. Though the old way of the Ironborn was outlawed in Westeros when Aegon and Balerion burned Harrenhal during the conquest, ending the horror line, there are still those on the islands that cling stubbornly to the tradition, willing to risk life and limb for glory, wealth, and adventure. For the most part, they refrain from raiding Westeros, but some of the particularly ambitious or perhaps foolhardy reavers will attack our shores. Longships have been sighted off the coast of Windermere. I will lead a force there myself. I can send Armand there, or I can send Emery there. I'm going to send Armand. I think he's going to be better than I am. A triumphant marshal. Although it is clearly not come without a price, Armand has returned in victory, having cast the Ironborn raiders back from Windermere. The commoners cheer at his return, line the streets to welcome him home. Perhaps a reward is in order. Pay him 200 gold. He managed to kill Euron someone. Surely my gratitude is enough, or he can be my master of the hunt. Master of the hunt, 100%. That only costs us 0.7 per month. And he likes us he actually likes us more than if we gave him the money up front. So yeah, let's do that. I don't really need a master of the hunt, but I mean, why not give him the position? Aha! We have finally killed Edison, which means the Reach's heir is now Melissa. Melissa is married to my son. They have a child together who will be both of their heirs. It's all perfect, and I think that's a good point to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.